Hey folks, how are we doing this morning? Getting everything set up on my end and we will get this stream going. Hope everybody's doing well. Sniper, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Katie, found your tip videos very helpful. I'm excited to be able to catch you live today. Cheers to a good stream. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sniper, anyone know how to screen mirror from a computer? I'm not sure about the whole screen mirror. If you're talking about like streaming like I do here, I use a streaming software, streaming and recording software called OBS Studios. Randy, good morning. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, so Sniper, I use, you should be able to Google OBS Studio or OBS Stream Elements. That'll take you, either one should take you to the same place, and that's the software that I use. Now I know that there are others out there, another one which is actually built on the same platform as OBS, and it's called Streamlabs. So there's a lot of folks that use that as well, and then there's some newer and upcoming software as well. I can't recall the name of it, but I know I heard it, heard the names of them. I don't know, it's been a couple of months or something, but I've been pretty happy with OBS Studios, Stream Elements. Cora, good morning. Good to see you. Alrighty. So we are first day of spring in our mining village. We've been working on trying to get the hunting skill. Where is that at? There it is. We've been trying to work on getting the hunting skill to 10, and then I'll have all of my skills to level 10. I've only got one achievement left to get in the game, and that's to play as my heir. And currently, Lambert is, if I can find him here, 13. So we still got a few years to go before I can actually play as my heir. And in the last update, with the heir update, it has changed to where if you're just coming back to the game or new to the game or whatever, you may have heard that you used to have to, Rasimir had to die in order for him to be, to take over as his heir, play as his heir. That is no longer the case. You will, from what I understand, you will have an option when your heir is 18 to choose to play as your heir, even if Rasimir has not perished yet. And it's irreversible. Once you choose it, you cannot go back and play as Rasimir. So it would be just like Rasimir passed away. And I don't know if Rasimir stays as a NPC in the game or not, but I believe the answer to that would be no. So, but we will find out when my heir is 18, when Lambert is 18, because we will be switching over to him. We've also been trying to get some of the family quests. I've gotten a few of them so far, and I have no idea how many family quests there actually are. So we're just going to have to go through and get what we get. Now, I don't believe I got any this season, because it looks like all of mine are in, all of my side quests are in the other villages. Yeah, Denica. Looks like I got a side quest there, and we have the herald over in the farming village, which we're going to go over there this morning and check that out. But I don't have any family quests today, because I believe this is my wife right here. She is walking to Ornica, to go to work because she doesn't like to do much else other than what is it, the well or something. I think I have her working the well or something in Hornica. I've got her doing something in Hornica. I don't even remember what it was now. But let's call Hoss and head out towards the farming village and see what the Herald has for us today. Let's see, Katie, when you take over as your heir, do you keep the skill levels you worked up to as Rasimir, or do you take on the skill levels of your heir as displayed in the villager menu? If I don't know 100%, but I believe that you keep Rasimir's levels. I don't think that you take over as so in my case it'd be Lambert's levels. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. K-Top, good morning. Hope you're doing well. 9:06 a.m. here. Yep. Same here. You don't mind me asking, take K-Top, where do you live? You don't have to share if you don't want to. I understand that's kind of personal. But I'm located in Tennessee, just south of Nashville, actually. I wonder if we're going to see any bandits this go around. It's been a little bit since we've come across some bandits. Maybe we'll get to see some and have a little bit of bandit action today. Alrighty, let's go see what the Herald has for us today. Wisconsin, okay, nice. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know that I've ever really just seen the Herald just standing. They're usually sitting at the table. Okay. Well, let's see what the king has for us. Let's see. How old is our king now? He is 50. Okay. Let's see. What does the king want? The king needs more money for the war effort, but does not want to raise taxes. So instead, he calls for one-time donation from each of his villages. I'll get the money. How much do you need? Does the king need a loan? Wonderful. I'll await your delivery. If you don't want to carry anything here, remember that you can leave it in your storage, provided that you have one, and tell me about it. I will have it collected later. All right? Thank you. What's he need? Two grand? I got that in my pocket. That's pocket change. There we go. Thank you, sir. Okay, now we got to go pay taxes. Let's, you know what? Was there a quest here? We might have some more hunting quests. Let's see. Oh, pay taxes. I was trying to figure out what that icon was, but it's pay taxes. Okay. What is in here? No? Yes. So let's F5. Let's see what Deborah Witt wants. Let's see. Can I help you with something? Could use your help. Wanted to renovate my house. No, we're not doing renovations. You're kind of on your own with renovations right now. We want hunting quests. Were there any other quests here? Just the one? Just the one. Let's head off to Denica and see what that quest is. Yes, Sniper OBS elements. That would work as well. It should work. It's all the same thing. It used to be called, when I started using it, it was called OBS Studios. And then they started picking up some of the streaming elements. So that's why they started doing like OBS elements or calling it stream elements. So it's kind of two different divisions that are in one package, so to say. So when you download OBS Studio or OBS Elements, it's all the same software. You get all the same stuff. It just means that you have to go to their website and set up your overlays and stuff like that. So when I start my stream and everything, you got the purple screen that says stream starting, or you can set up, you know, your be right back screen and your stream ending screen. You can set up your text and everything to show on the screen or not. You can put up the little wing dings that come up when people subscribe or donate, things like that. That's all done through their website. Hey, cool. You're in Tennessee. My father's family was from Limestone. Okay. Closer to Johnson City. Okay. Very nice. Bogofish, good morning. Glad to see you. Alrighty, Hoss, let's go. Hope you're doing well today. Let's head off to Denica and see if somebody needs some hunting done there. How much are our taxes? 21,000. Okay. Hop off. No. I mean, there's no place to dismount. Just hop off the fence. There we go. Ran into the fence looking for the key on my keyboard. Let's see. West, this way.
Be welcome.
Be welcome, stranger. Can I help you with something? Lost my bow. Nope, sorry, can't help you find your bow right now, but I appreciate it. Now, let's see. What's next? Looks like Hornica is next. So we can go up to Hornica, and then we can come back down to Gustovia. And then we can go over to Veranica and stuff and check those places. Hopefully somebody's got a hunting quest for us. Otherwise, I guess we're just going to go out and go hunting, because we need those points. Let's see. Did I not mark? I didn't mark Hornica. There we go. That way. Run off through the Tules here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Rained here most of the weekend. But I was able to get out and mow the yard and during one little break, so that wasn't too bad. I had ball games for the boys. Boys teams are doing pretty good. They've won every game so far. Kind of looking for some bandits, but I guess they're just not around. Oh, what's down there? Aha. Oh, those are I saw that camp and I saw that moose. I thought that was a bandit. Alright, well, I got excited there for a second. Sniper, you're from Illinois. Very good. William, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I did not make sure I had food and water before I left. Actually, check that real quick. Oh, I do have a little bit of food and some water. Go ahead and drink. Pretty good. Now, let's see, who's got the quest here? Went through Tennessee on my way to Louisiana. All right. Did you do that? Was that this weekend, or you just whenever you went to Louisiana?
Ah, you have returned.
Can I help you with something? Ah, a customer. Something from the other village? No, it depends. No, sorry. I'm not running your errands and squabbles and stuff. Okay. Let's see. Do you happen to know Family Quest Hard Landing sends you to your town's herbalist worker? If you don't have one, will you not get the quest, or will it send you to an NPC in another town? I would imagine that if you... That's a good question, Boglefish. Because I know that certain quests in the game are triggered by certain advancements. So if the quest itself is sending you to your own herbalist, then if you don't have an herbalist, you may not get that quest. Because there are other quests in the game, specifically the King's Challenges, that sometimes they won't, those challenges won't trigger unless you have the ability to either harvest or collect or build or craft whatever items that are being required. So there is kind of a tier system with some of the quests. But whether that particular quest will send you to an NPC or not, I don't know. Alrighty, I think I'm going to cut over here through the boars and kind of head up over the mountain, because sometimes there is a bandit camp over this hill. I don't see it, because sometimes it's right down there. Sometimes it's right down in that area. I don't see it. Did we get rid of all of the bandits out of the valley and they just don't come back now? Is that a thing? Paying attention where I'm going. I'm looking for other stuff and not paying attention. Head over to Gustovia and see what those quests are. I do wish that there were more hunting quests in the game, because there doesn't seem to be but just a few. And I believe that they need to add or have the hunting quests do a larger variety of animals, because we do have a large variety of animals in the game now. Let's see, Randy, on my last save before I deleted it, I had one in my village, but it took me one of the villages that were already in the game. Randy, is that the family quest hard landing that Bogofish was talking about? Is that what you're referring to? I think that might be. Let's see. Alright, let's hop off a hoss here. Let's find the gentleman to pay our taxes. This guy right here. Yep. Herald. Oh. Splendid. There we go. Don't spend it all in one place, seeing as how you're headed to the tavern. Let's see. Who has the quest? You? No. You? No. This guy right over here. Dale Boar. Dale Boar. Let's do that. And let's see here. Can I help you with something? I'm really hungry. Could you bring me some ingredients for some nice food? I'm really grateful. Okay. No. We're not doing that. You're not giving me a hunting quest? I'm not interested. Is that it? I thought there were two here. No. Oh, there's two in Baranica. That's what it was. Alright, let's head to Baranica. Temperance Stick, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Mine took me to my own herbalist. Okay. Randy, you do believe that was the quest. Okay. That's good. So it looks like it might send you to an NPC as an option as well. Yeah, because, I mean, that would make sense, because you're not crafting anything, and the NPC is already going to have the item and the ability to craft it for you. So that would make sense. But I'm still not sure if it is what the trigger is for the quest to pop up. Luthien, good to see you. Glad you could stop by. Hope you're doing well. Had the same problem with the bandits in my first season. I looked all over the map until I found them close to Baranica, on the other side of the small river. Yeah, it's so the bandits are also a tiered system. So when you first start the game, you're essentially going to get the low-level group of bandits, and as you start advancing through the game, and when I mean advancing, I mean in years, because I believe at year 5 is when the next level of bandits start appearing, and you'll know the bandits by their different type of clothing and weapons. So typically at first they're going to be, hitting you with their fists and maybe a cudgel or an axe or something like that, but it'll be like a low-level axe. And then as you start progressing through the years, the bandits are going to start also advancing their weapons too. So you'll start seeing bows and the metal tip spears, and then crossbows and stuff like that. But they will progressively, the bandits will start getting harder, and there will also be a chance for more of them to spawn in a group, and then of course more groups. But it's been a couple of years, I think, since I've really run into any bandits. Now granted, I don't necessarily go hunting for the bandits, because they don't I don't think the bandits count towards the hunting skill points. Let's see, who has the quest? Over here? Oh, both the ladies with the quest are sitting right here. Okay, well, let's see what's going on. Let's talk to you. Can I help you with something? Help from a strong man, I will pay for it. Consider me interested. I need to feed my family, but food went missing. I have coins, but no time. Shouldn't be hard. I'll be right back. This could be a hunting quest. She may, what's she want? Meat and fish meat. Okay, yeah, I can probably do that.
Hello.
Let's see. Can I? Oops. Let's get back out of that. I forgot to quick save before the last one.
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you with something? Let's see. New pair of boots. Nope. Not doing new pair of boots. Sorry, not right now. Okay. Well, nobody really has a hunting quest, but we're gonna go and sleep the night. Where's my horse? Boss. There we go. We're gonna go sleep the night, and then we can go out and do a little bit of hunting. I'll have to see if I've got a little fish meat in the food storage. You know what? I can just jump my back fence. Whee! Whoa! Almost jumped on the house. There we go. Alright, let's go in here. Let's sleep the night. Lambert's already in bed. Sleep the next day. Let's see here. Let's see. Boglefish. Speaking of hunting, what's the best way to get a Wisent skull? Poison kiting. The Wisent skull is strictly a chance drop. So killing Wisents as efficiently as you can is the best way. Now granted, I lucked up and I got Wisent skulls each time on my first kill. But I was lucky. I've heard other people, you know, they have to do, 8, 10, 12 kills before they even get a skull. But the best way to take down a Wisent is iron crossbow, iron bolts. You can use poisoned if you want. They do a little added damage between loading and stuff. So their damage ticks are per second. But headshots. You get an iron crossbow, iron bolt, typically 2 headshots will drop a Wisent. And if you're using poison arrows, it'll probably definitely be 2 headshots. Distance is your friend when it comes to Wisents, because they are quick and they charge. Make sure you've got your healing potions on you. That way you can hit your tab and pause the game and heal up and stuff in case you get into an issue. Let's see. Timber stick. Not really. For that quest, you have to collect ingredients to take to the herbalist. It's not a specific potion you go for. Okay. Let's see. Katie. Some may consider this cheaty, but I've been using the Wagoneer paired with the F9 to get out all prospective villagers' stats across the towns. Then reload and travel. Okay, well that's not bad. That's some people may call it cheaty, but if it works, it works. So yeah, you would do the F5 to quick save, and you would check all of your villagers in that town. Then you take the Wagoneer to the next town, and so on and so forth until you've been through all of the towns, and then you could F9 to reload back to that first point, and then you could ride around and find your villagers that you've scouted out. Very good. That's a good idea, Katie. Let's see. Lucian, the first bandit camp I had 5 people in it, so I was glad I had saved with the F5 button. I fought them. Yeah. You always want to try and remember to hit that F5 button right before you get into combat. That way you've got a save point. If things go south, you can hit that F9 and reload back to that point. So you don't die and have to have the game end and everything. Let's see. There's a spot north of the lake west of Hornica that was Wisent and High Cliffs nearby. That's where I did. Okay, nice. Yeah, there's west of Hornica. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So west of Hornica, we go down here. You are talking about this area. Let's see, let me follow the road here. Here are usually some Wisent. but there's also now wolf in this area. Matter of fact, I believe this is actually a wolf spawn right there, wherein it used to be a Wycent spawn. But I think the Wycent spawn is over here now. Ogrefish, oh, I thought headshots would keep you from getting... No, headshots do not keep you from getting a skull. Headshots are still the best way to kill any animal because it's the only shot that will actually crit in the game. You don't get any other crit in the game by hitting the animal anywhere else. So headshots do double the damage. Let's see, what is the best weapon to fight with? I just started to use a recurve bow and with iron arrow. My favorite weapon so far. As far as the best weapon to fight with, I mean, people could argue, well, you want to use the iron crossbow and the iron bolts because it does the most damage, but it's not necessarily the best weapon to fight with. If you've ever watched me fight some of the bandits, you'll see that I do use my crossbow for distance, and then once they get close, I'll switch over to my axe, because that's really the only other weapon I really carry, because I don't want to use my knife, because the knife actually does less damage than the axe, the iron knife and the iron axe. So as far as best weapons to fight bandits with, then I say your favorite bow, whichever it is. The recurve bow is good because it's quick. I would probably suggest maybe instead of just using iron arrows, I would invest in getting iron arrows with poison, because that way you're going to add that extra tick of damage as well. And as long as the arrow sticks in the animal, so we're talking about in the animals. Now granted, bandits, the arrows don't necessarily stick in the bandits, but they do in the animals. But if the arrow sticks in the animal, it causes a bleed as well. So if you're using an iron arrow with poison and you get that arrow to stick, you did the initial damage, you're going to cause the animal to take poison damage for 60 seconds, and then you're going to cause the animal to have a bleed effect as well, as long as the arrow sticks in them. So especially with some of the lower damage weapons like the recurve bow, and I say lower damage, I'm talking lower than the iron crossbow. So like with the recurve bow or the longbow or even the standard bow, as long as you're using a higher quality arrow, you have a higher chance for that arrow to stick. And then of course, if you have poison on it, you're adding that extra little bit of damage. But poison is a good thing to use. I don't use it just because I haven't invested in it. But poison is definitely good to use. I actually have a hunting video out in my tips and tricks playlist that kind of goes over all of that I just went over. So if you want to go and if you want to watch that later, you can, and it'll kind of break it down a little bit more, and it'll give you some tips on the different animals and what weapons are best to use for those animals, as far as dropping them as quickly as you can. Let's see. Katie, my town is now 90 plus villagers, so I've gotten more. Very nice. Yeah, 90 plus villagers. I'm 195. So it's getting a little cramped in some of my villages. Let's see. Temperance, I think it's personal preference. I favor the longbow. Yes, absolutely. Your favorite weapon is probably your best weapon, because you're going to be more effective because it's your favorite. You're going to know how it shoots and how it feels and how far you can shoot effectively. So obviously your favorite weapon is going to be the one that you need to use as your primary weapon. But it's always a good idea to have an offhand weapon, typically melee. Now granted, the spears are good as a melee because you can actually hit your target from a little bit farther distance than with the axe or the knife. So those are good choices as well. Becky, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I just started playing the game. Binge played 55 hours. Oh my gosh. In the last few days. I really love it, but I'm not very good at planning these management games. I'm not sure what I should feed my villagers. Okay, so feeding your villagers is really easy. I mean, if you're gathering meat, you can actually roast that meat at the campfire or the kitchen, and you can have your people eat that. You're just going to need to supply a lot of meat as you're gaining more villagers because they'll run through it pretty quickly. If you can start making meals, then that is probably going to be better. Let's see, where am I at here? Okay, I'm in town. So if you go, it's going to be better. Do I have a kitchen over here? Oh, I don't have a kitchen over here. Okay. If you can make the meat and gravy, which is meat or roasted meat and onion, that is probably one of the quickest meals to get to in the game early on, and it actually has more food points. Let me see if I can get to that. Let's go to technology. Let's go to the kitchen. Meat and gravy. So the meat and gravy, you see here, it takes 3 onion and 1 roasted meat and 1 wooden plate. Now the wooden plate you make at the not the woodshed, workshop. You can make the wooden plates in the workshop. You get 5 wooden plates from 1 log. But it takes 3 onion and roasted meat. So if you can get a crop of onion going, I don't know how big your village is right now, but I would say even start with maybe a 5x5 or 6x6 or 7x7 field or something, and get onions in the ground. And then once these onions are ready to harvest and stuff, you can actually take some of the meat that you gathered from hunting, go and roast it in the kitchen, and then turn this into the meat and turn it into the meat and gravy, which gives you 30 food and 10 water. So it really helps with your villagers and managing them early in the game. It kind of gives you a buffer because you don't have to worry too much about the water. However, they can eat the meal if they're thirsty, not just hungry. So you want to make sure to have buckets of water on hand because they'll drink from the buckets of water before they'll eat the meat and gravy for their water needs. So this way it'll save on your food and your water a little bit because this meal gives both. But it's probably one of the better early game meals to get started with in the game, as opposed to just doing roasted meat. Because roasted meat, I think, only gives 7 hunger. Or 7 food, as to where the whole meal gives you 30. Katie, potage is a good early option. Yes, potage is a good early option as well. However, if you add up the roasted meat value and the cabbage of all the cabbages that are required for the meal, you'll actually find that there's more food value in the ingredients than there is in the potage itself. Now granted, it is a good meal option if you're doing cabbage. So a lot of times I would do cabbage for fertilizer, so I could have cabbage on hand and do the potage, but I usually opt to not use my cabbage for food because typically the meals that require cabbage aren't as good a value in the meal as they are for just the ingredients themselves. Let's see. Luthien, before the bow, I always run around with an axe and kill the animals, but I felt it was not realistic for me. Yeah, I'm not a big melee person in the game. I do like the crossbows, the distance, and stuff like that. The longbow was my bow of choice for a long time because I felt that it was smoother. It did give me that quick release when I needed it, as opposed to the crossbow. Now that I'm using the crossbow, I am doing a lot more melee because things get closer to me, and I'm like, okay, well, I just can't stand here and let them beat on me while I load my crossbow. So I switch over to my axe. Luthien, let's see. Temperance, you use the axe as a melee. Yeah, I do too, only because I have my axe on me all the time, for chopping trees and stuff. So it just makes sense to use that as opposed to carrying a separate weapon for melee. Let's see. Luthien, the Wyson is so hard to kill. I have until now had not a chance to kill one. Yeah, the Wysons are probably the toughest animal to kill in the game unless you're coming up on like a 3 or 4 group of wolves. Let's see. Awesome. So I will try to automate this, or I should just cook for 5 minutes every in-game year and do it myself. So that's kind of tough. So automating everything, obviously, yes, you do want to get to a point where you're automating the stuff in the game. I don't encourage a lot of automation early on, and the reason being is because of your skills. So in order to raise your skill level in the game, so like the extraction, hunting, farming, diplomacy, survival, and production, Rasimir has to actually do these things. Having the NPCs or your villagers do these do not raise your skill points. It does raise your technology points by having your villagers do stuff. But if you're wanting to max out your skills and actually start utilizing some of these later game skills, then Rasimir actually has to do the actions. So your extraction, chopping trees, mining, gathering clay, limestone, things like that. Rasimir needs to be doing these things. However, if you're working towards the 1,000 log achievement, then start chopping trees. I also believe building buildings also goes towards your extraction, and vice versa. I believe extraction, so chopping trees, also goes towards your building. So that's going to be over here. Here, building technology. So chopping trees does go towards your building technology. So Rasimir needs to do these things. Cooking, farming. Farming is really tough early on because you have to do, it seems like you're doing so much, but the points actually, you collect points quicker in farming than I think you do in any other skill. It's just mundane work to sit there and stare at the ground and, pound a hoe in the ground and then throw seeds and fertilizer and so on and so forth. And then you got to go back and harvest everything. But I recommend picking 2 or 3 of the skill sets and have Rasimir focus on those, and then you can automate the others for a while. And then once you get your skill levels up high enough on the 3 that you've chosen, then switch. That way you change it up several years into the game. Okay, let's see. With the bow, axe is a melee. I'll try and catch up where I was here. Automation, Luthien. Wolves are a lot easier. It's just kill with a bow or just run to the river and chop them down with an axe. Yeah, for me, the wolves, typically most any weapon will one-shot them as long as it's a headshot. So I think the bow with copper arrows or something, I don't remember what it was, but the standard bow with copper arrows, I think, is a one-shot headshot on wolves. Noir, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Glad you can make it. Billy, is there a way to put multiple items instead of going back and forth in the menu? I'm assuming you're talking about when you're in the resource storage or the food storage menu, and you're transferring from your character to the storage. Oh wait, let me see. I see you posted again here. Like I wanted to put lamppost next to the road, so I had to keep going in the menu. Oh, okay. So like if you're building something, no, you have to keep going back into the menu to rebuild the next item. I do wish that the devs would add the ability. So like if you're building lamps, 9 times out of 10, you're building more than one lamp at a time. I wish they would add the ability to where if you're building the lamps, the ghost stays available after the placement of the lamp. And then you would have to say cancel it, say, you know, with right click or escape or something like that. I do wish that that was in the game, but unfortunately it is not. And Billy, thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Cora, I have a glitch with the Elwyn story. I hope they fix it before it runs out. Tried F5, F9, didn't work. I'm not sure what the glitch is, but I have heard some issues with the Elwyn story. I thought they had fixed that. I don't know exactly what the glitch was itself. Cora, have you tried to do a... have you tried to verify your Steam files or anything? Because sometimes if you verify your Steam files, it kind of clears things up as well. You can also maybe log completely out of Steam and then back into Steam. See if that helps clear up your glitch. Otherwise, you can go to the Toplit's Discord and go to, they've got several sections in there for their medieval dynasty stuff, but they have a place in there for like bugs and stuff, and you can post your issue there, and they can help you walk through how to fix it if there is a fix for it. Alrighty, so let's see. I'm supposed to be doing something. Been standing here answering questions here. So what are we doing? We are gathering meat. Oh, I was going to go see if we had fish meat in the food storage. Let me hop over all these back fences here. Baki, I literally maxed out level 10 survival skill in 4 years. All others are horribly low. Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, I'm in year 16 and I'm still working on my hunting skill. Hunting skill is the hardest skill in the game so far for people to level. And I feel that it is directly related to the hunting shed building quest in the very beginning of the game, because I think it misleads people to think that they need to hire a hunter right away. And a lot of times what I've done in the past is put my put my wife, so as soon as I have a wife, I usually put her in the hunting lodge. Well, they do so well even at a low skill level at hunting that Rasimir doesn't need to hunt, so Rasimir can focus on building. And I think it's rather misleading, letting people think that they need to put somebody in those buildings right away. As to where fish meat, there it is. I think it was just one fish meat, wasn't it? Yeah. So as to where I think when excuse me, when you're first starting the game, I really believe Rasimir needs to do a lot of the stuff. So, like with the survival skill, if you ever followed my 2,000 coin first day video, that was pre 1.0, so that was still in early access at that point. However, that video is still relevant today. To where you're gathering stones and sticks and you're crafting stone knives to make money. Well, while you're gathering the stones and the sticks, you're raising your skill levels for survival. Right here. So you're raising your points in survival. And just by gathering the sticks and the stones and then gathering 200 to 300 straw in the beginning of the game for your first few houses and stuff, you could easily get you can easily unlock most of these skills down to survivalist. Just by doing those things in the first couple of days of playing the game. Then when you're doing your crafting of your knives, you're increasing your production skill. So survival, production, and diplomacy, because you're selling items. Every time you sell an item, you increase your diplomacy skill. You are increasing these three the quickest in the game just by doing those items. And you can easily have these maxed out in a couple of years. I mean, it's just that easy. If you focus on gathering and crafting and selling, those three are maxed out. And then you're left with farming, hunting, and extraction. And then extraction, obviously you're going to be chopping down trees and stuff and picking rocks and minerals out of the caves. Then your extraction is going to be next, and then your farming and hunting are typically last. Alrighty, let's see. Catch up on some of this. Chat's moving pretty quickly today. Alrighty, so we talked about the glitch for Cora. Baki maxed out the survival for 4 years. Temperance is in the bug hunting team. Well, there you go. Hit up Temperance for those bugs. Yeah, it's matter of fact, let me do this real quick. I will share the Toplit's Discord in chat. There's that. Just a second here. All right, there is the Toplit's Discord in the chat there. If anybody needs that, they can actually go and join that, and you can join the discussions over there. You can share your bugs or issues in those channels as well. That way they are aware and can help you out. Alrighty. All right, I've got to catch up on this chat. Man, you guys really hit me with a lot of it here. Let's see. Randy, I love your village's designs. Well, I appreciate that, Randy. I am no designer by any means. I typically like to follow the flow of the land if I can. Now, granted, I did put out a buildings tips video, which is in my tips and tricks playlist, that gives some decent ideas on how to help lay out your village for future buildings and stuff. So a lot of times you're wanting to know how big a building is before you actually place it. But that way you can actually build around it and prep for that building. So like that way you can get your roads in and go, okay, I'm going to put a resource storage here. I'm going to put the food storage here. I'm going to put a kitchen over here. I'm going to put the blacksmith over there and stuff like that. But this video actually shows you how to figure out how big some of those areas need to be so you can plan for those buildings and build around them. But it's you can find that building tips in my tips and tricks playlist. And then I also have some game saves available. It's usually in the description of most of my videos in the last 6 months. Baki, diplomacy is also very hard for me. I think it's the lowest of all. Diplomacy, as long as you're mass crafting things and mass selling things. So if you're going around the map and you are clearing all of the vendors out of their coin, you're going to find that that diplomacy comes up rather quickly. Because selling items to NPCs brings up your diplomacy very quickly. Billy, roads are a pain for me. So I've skipped a lot of the chat because it looked like you guys were talking amongst yourselves. Let's see. Roads are a pain for me. Can't seem to make them straight somehow. Okay. Kind of show you real quick. Oh, I don't think I can do it here. Let me get to a different area because I'm too close to that village. But basically what you're wanting to do is you could do one of two things. First off, use your direction bar at the top of the screen to help you make your roads straight. Then, if you really truly want them to be straight, I'm trying to find a flat piece of land. I think there's some back up here. If you're truly wanting to make them straight, then I recommend placing farm plots. Only as a guide, but place farm plots. You get out here. Looks like there's a little bit of an opening here. Okay, so we got a little bit of a clearing right here. So, if, like here, I'm gonna. Oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? Where's those? Oh, there's 5 of you guys. All right, let me load up. I did not even see those guys. Was asking for them earlier. All right, there we go. 1 down. Come on. Guys, I'm trying to do something here. Oh, you got the spear, buddy. Well, let's take care of the spear guy. There we go. He's down. Get down. There we go. Got those guys taken care of. Oh, looks like I need to eat and drink. Eat, drink. There we go. Wow, nothing like catching me off guard there. Thank you. Berries, man. Okay, so where's everybody at? There's a guy here. Guy's got onions on him. Oop, there's a cudgel or something. Go, got that guy down. Where else? Oh, there's the camp right there. I literally walked right by it. Didn't even see it. Wait a minute, that's 3 guys. Oh wait, this guy? I got him. Got that guy. I think I got this guy, yeah. That guy. Where's he at? Oh, here they are, right here. Okay, and oh, hey, iron bolt. Okay, there we go. Now, back to what I was doing before I was rudely interrupted. If we go in here and we pick the road, so we've got the little road icon out. If you're on your, in my case, west, then you can actually place that. So now it's the one end is placed, and we'll drag that, not moving the mouse, and we're still on that west line, and there's a straight road for you. Now, if you do it at the angle, it's going to look, the edges are going to be jagged, but it can still be straight. So you can go on the southwest. I probably should have. Here, let me quick save real quick. So like on the southwest, do the same thing. You start placing and you literally walk backwards or forward, whichever one it is. I've got an issue there. Oh, because I'm crossing that road. But same thing. And then place it, you have a straight road. So that's where the directional bar at the top of the screen comes in really nice. Otherwise, you would place farm plots, because farm plots are going to get you a straight line anyway. So let's do this. Let's go into building, go into farming, let's go into the fields. Then you can place that. You can see that square is only going to be north-south or east-west. That's the only two directions the farm plot goes. Then what you can do is you can actually place the farm plot just like that. Then if you're, say you're wanting a road here, then you can actually go and place another farm plot right next to it, leaving the space between them empty like that. Then you can go back and you can place your road in there, giving you the guide. So the little sticks on each side is kind of your guide, so you can kind of find the middle. And then there's your straight road. Just like that. But I'm going to reload back to the 1 point. But like I mentioned, the building tips video kind of goes through the road placement options as well. Don't die for me. Hectic, could you make a guide on how to put villagers to work? I'm a perfectionist, so I have never got so far to make my own village. Okay. Putting assigning villagers to a workstation it's pretty simple, really. You can do it from the villagers UI or well, I didn't save soon enough. Let's see, where's my hammer? Let's do destroy. Destroy this whole road here. You see that guy move? A little dead flinch in there. There we go. Now that's gone. Let's go up here and see what these guys left for us. Anything good? Hey, rabbit. Bucket. In here. Oh, a backpack. Not that I need any of this stuff. A simple torch. I definitely don't need that. Iron spiked cudgel. Sack of food. And what else? Firewood. There's a bag of coins. 78 coins. There we go. Okay, let's head back and turn this quest in. Do we oh, we didn't get the meat. Dang it. Got a little involved there. Let's go. There should be some boar over here. Sidetracked by the bandits. I guess I need to load this up first. Alrighty, let's see. Here, boars. I need some meat. Really? Oh, there we go. There's one. Anybody else? Hello? Ah, there's one. Alright, let's go skin this guy up. Use alt. It helps me to see better blood splatters and stuff. Yeah, you can see the blood splatters from the animals. I don't know that you can see it from the bandits. I haven't tried because you can't see the bandits in the alt mode anyway. There's my other boar. Ken, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Okay, so we got 16 meat now. Alright, now let's go turn this quest in. Jerome, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Here's an idea. Writing your settlement's name on the map using roads. Has anyone done that yet? I believe I saw a forum post where somebody had done that. But I have not, no. But I do have a sneaking suspicion that they are working towards adding the ability to place road signs at your village edge or something. Just like they used to do with the scarecrows. So when the scarecrows were first introduced to the game, you couldn't do anything but interact. They were game generated. And then they came out with an update that allowed you to craft and place the scarecrows. Where's the quest giver? Over here. So I have a sneaking suspicion that that might be a thing coming. Strictly a guesstimation, because they have put in the street signs, the town name signs at the edges of all of the game generated towns. So they've got the design in the game. Now it's just a matter of making it a buildable option. Let's see, Baki. Hey, by the way, without spoiling too much, I'm tempted to get a donkey for mass selling stuff and also faster transport. Any opinion on that? I love the donkey. Now, granted, I had a donkey in the first many years of this series until we lost her to bandits, unfortunately, and then I ended up getting the horse. The donkey is slower than the horse, so the horse is definitely faster. I believe the horse and the donkey both have the same storage capacity on them as well, so I think either one. Now the donkey is cheaper than the horse. I believe the donkey is 3,000 and the horse is 10,000, so there is a huge price difference. So it's completely up to you on which one you want to use. The donkey is easier to control when in a gallop as the horse. The horse is a little harder to control when you're running. But once you get used to either one, then it's going to be fine. Katie prefers the donkey over the horse because it's cute. Yeah, the donkeys are pretty cute. I did like my Miss Donkey a lot. That's not to say I don't like Haas. I do like Haas. He's quick. He gets me across the map fast. Donkey can actually carry a little more weight. Okay. I personally haven't tested it. I know when the horse and the donkey were both introduced into the game, they both had the same capacity at that time. So that must have been something that changed and I missed that. Can't even build the stable yet, so the donkey is the only option. And I don't think you can have the donkey until you have the stable. Not unless something's changed, but the donkey houses in the stable. Oh, wait, you got the donkey building now. That's right. Forgot about that. No, that's probably going to be over here. Yeah, the donkey shelter now. You do have that now. I forgot about that. That's new. So yeah, you can get the donkey sooner. What is that? Only 250 in farming technology. Yeah, that's pretty easy to get. I think the pigsty needs to come before the hen house, in my opinion. Because the hen house, I don't think the hen house gives you manure. Does anybody know? Does the hen house give you manure? Can you go clean manure off the floor of the hen house? I know you can in some of the other animal buildings, but I think it's just eggs and feathers off of the hen house nests. Yeah, donkey is accessible earlier now in the tech tree. Yeah, I appreciate you guys confirming that. Yeah, I completely forgot that that new donkey building was available now. That was literally the most recent update, I think. Temperance, thank you. Yeah, eggs and feathers only from the hen house. Yeah, so I personally think the pigsty needs to be before the hen house. Otherwise, you're having to either go and buy manure or fertilizer to start to fertilize your first crops, or you're gathering berries and letting them rot and turning the rot into fertilizer. Okay, so what do we got here? I turned in the quest. I don't think I've got any other quests. Nope, I don't. But let's just go do some hunting. Let's see, what is it? Oh, it's going to be day 3 next. What time is it? 1600. We're going to be able to sleep in about an hour. You know what? Let's go hunt that bear, which is outside of town. So the you guys didn't know, the more difficult the animal, the more points you get towards your hunting skill. So like your rabbits and stuff are going to be a lower point than the wisent or the bear. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, buying the manure is slightly cheaper, but you do need the barn to make the fertilizer. Let's go here. Here. But you get the barn. You get the barn before you get the hen house. So you could get the barn if you're doing... I think I used to do just a 16 by 16 plot, and I literally just started using the hoe. And by the time I got done grubbing the field, I think I had the points for the barn. But yeah, then you'd have to go and buy the manure, which is cheaper a little bit, or the fertilizer to fertilize the crop. Obviously, it would be better to get the manure, because then you get the crafting skill points by crafting it in the barn. And I believe it goes towards crafting skill points and farming technology, making the fertilizer in the barn. There's Mr. Bear. Are we loaded? Yes, we are loaded. Yep, you stand up. That's good. Thank you. And I think I hit that tree. Maybe not. Here, Mr. Bear. There we go. So people have asked if the bears despawn if you build in the caves and stuff. This bear is technically tied to my cave, but obviously, as you can see, he does not. He still spawns. Skin this bear. But like if you build in the cave at the center of the map, then those bears do not respawn. He's the only bear that I've seen over here. I haven't seen another one. Let's go check our traps. I haven't checked those at all today. Oh, Temperance, the farming, it's farming skill now, pretty sure. Used to be crafting. Oh, see, I used to think it was crafting skill and farming technology. I know somebody did a guide on that a long time ago, breaking all of that down because you would get some skill points and then some technology points from everything that you do. And some of the items that you would either craft or the actions that you do would actually go towards multiple skills or multiple technologies. That's interesting. Of course, I'm maxed out on those skills, so it would be hard for me to see which ones went to skills over technology. I was going to check the traps. Let's put the crossbow away because I don't need that. Collect all these traps because this also helps towards your hunting skill points. And it's easy and safe. You don't actually have to go out and hunt anything. You just set these traps up and call it good. Temperance, it has changed. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. What game difficulty is this on? Zephyr Link, I appreciate you joining us. Did I not? Oh, I didn't arm that. Arm that. This is on just normal difficulty. It's the default setting. Okay, so is this game still worked on or basically done? No, they are still working on this game. They're actively working on this game. Yeah, there's a lot of games out there that are still in early access, and they've been in early access for like 5 and 7 years. It's ridiculous that they're still allowed to be in early access. 7 Days to Die. That's one of the games that I've played that is still in early access, and I don't think it should be. But yes, this game is still actively being worked on and developed. They actually have a roadmap out that you can see on the Steam community. So they're constantly working on bugs. I know that they just got consoles out, I believe. Or they're going to be coming out very soon. One or the other. And then they've got multiplayer slated for next year. They've got new additions slated for the game for next year as well. And then, of course, they have other games. Toplitz has other games that's going to be coming out by different developers. So you got Wild West Dynasty, which is going to be a different developer than Medieval Dynasty. And then they have Sengoku Dynasty, which is a different developer than Wild West and Medieval. So that's three different developers for 3 different games. And then they have, what was it? They came out and had Serum that is supposed to be coming out next year to early access, I believe. And they had another game. What was that? Awaken or something? They got like 4 or 5 games, all by different developers, that are slated to be coming out in the next year or 2. And I believe all of those will go to early access. So it's pretty good. Billy, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. You are definitely awesome. Trees causing damage is next, I think. You need to, I don't know if you saw, I had some season 4 videos to where I was building in Hornica and I was killed. Let's say I was launched into the air by a tree, which brought me down to, like, I don't know, 10 health or something when I hit the ground. And then I had another tree that literally killed me when it fell or when I picked it up or something. So that's actually pretty funny. I think trees, theoretically, yes, if they fall on you, they should cause damage. That's hilarious. What is the max building limit? Kai, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It depends on what your setting is, because you can change the settings if you go into even when you're making a new game or you've already started a game. You can go into customize game, scroll to the bottom. If you're already in a game, the changes below here take place the next season change, but you can change this from 1 day to 30-day season lengths if you wanted to. Building limits, I don't think you can change the building limits in here, can you? Hang on. Yes, building limit right here. So these take place instantly. So the building limit, you can go from the default, which is 100. I believe it's 65 buildings at 100%, or you can change it all the way up to 200% if you want to, which would be 130 buildings at 200%. Get out of that. We're going to go sleep the night. Baki, multiplayer, interesting. Will it be you and your wife? No. My wife does not like these games. Alrighty, next day. Ooh, foggy and rainy out. Alrighty, let's see about going and doing a little bit of hunting again. Uh-oh. Careful there, buddy. Oh, wait, do I have any food on me? Oh, of course I have food on me. Jeez. Let's eat up all these apples. There's some cheese. Dried meat. We'll eat that fish meat. Go. We'll eat that dried meat. Don't want to eat that feather. Do I have anything else to drink? I don't want to get drunk. Well, it's just a mead bottle. I see. I should probably go dump off all this stuff at the food storage. Cora, good luck at the eye doctor. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, the Sengoku Dynasty, it's, I think it's Japanese. Yeah, old Japanese-based game or something. I haven't looked into it a great deal. I've watched some of the trailers and stuff. It does look pretty interesting. They've got a pretty decent little backstory that they've been doing, I think, on Steam, that you can go and watch some of those. I've been pretty excited about the Wild West Dynasty myself, but I think I'm probably going to try both of them when they come out. But Wild West Dynasty is slated to come out fourth quarter of this year, and I believe Sengoku is slated for first or second quarter next year. Let's see, we'll put the cheese in here, all the meat in here, all the onion. I'll keep that meat and gravy on me. And then that should be pretty good. How's my weight now? 48. I got some stuff I need to put in the resource storage. Baki, will it be the same type of gameplay, or how can I understand? As far as the gameplay, I'm not sure. It does not, from what I've gathered, that it might be similar, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think the gameplay is going to be exact as this one, because they are two different developers. So I believe each game is probably going to be probably going to play slightly different, because those developers are going to put their spin on the play style and stuff. I still got 7 ragdolls to pass out. Oh wait, I forgot to check my limit there. Ooh, we're getting close. Wait. Let's grab some of these out. That'll help. Get out of first person, spin around, we'll pick those logs up, and we'll drop the whole lot of them at once. There we go. Back into third person. Bogofish, thanks for joining us today. Hope you have a good day. Take care. Load this up here. Saw some wild, let's see, Baki saw some Wild West Dynasty on Steam, but it only looked like the newspaper stuff, not actual game. Yeah, Wild West Dynasty, they've been putting out teasers and stuff rather frequently lately because it's getting close to release. But I think it's just the style of the game. So it's supposed to emulate that time period. Let's check and see. Did I get rid of all the boar in this area? I did, so it's grayed out. Okay. Let's go find something else to hunt. Let's go over here. Did I load that up? Yes. Bunny rabbit over there. Randy, I hope Wild West is something like this game. I think it will be to some extent. I'm not sure it's going to be as laid back and chill as this game. At least what I'm gathering from their descriptions that keep popping up with their teasers and stuff. Now, I could be wrong, because this game to me is very chill. Very relaxed. Easy on the eyes. Now, granted, I love this game because there's so much green in the game. I really don't like games that are like all deserty and stuff like that, to where it's just not pretty. But I think Wild West Dynasty is going to have a little bit of a mix. But I think it's going to... I don't know. It's all speculation right now as to how it's going to play and what the difficulty level is going to be on it and stuff. Now, granted, this game here does have a difficulty level that you can change. Oh. Stop that one. Where's the other one at? There you are. Uh-oh. Alright, get back. I heard him squeal when I shot that other one. I just didn't see where he was at. Load up. Get that guy down. Okay. Now, where was this guy at? Yeah, the Toplets Discord gets an official update for the Wild West Dining and Sengoku, which I also have tied to my Discord as well. So when they do put out an update on their Discord, it pings my Discord as well. Where was that other board? There it is. Fro, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just popping in to say hi and back to work for me. Well, I appreciate it, Fro. It's good to see you. I haven't had much time to pop over and see your stuff either. I'll have to check that out pretty soon. When do you stream next, Fro? Luthien, it's my favorite game so far. Love the chill. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game. It's definitely chill. It's easy game. Not a whole lot of stress unless you make stress for yourself. It's over here. Oh, I got an iron bolt over here. Pick that up. I thought I saw something over here. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Let's see. The game has felt very accessible to me in terms of its customization and pacing. I love that I can go at my own pace and I'm not racing against the clock. Yeah, it's really nice to not be racing against the clock. Yeah, being able to take your time in the game is a really big plus. Yeah, it's such an appeal to have that that no clock gameplay. Now I say no clock. Now there are clocks in the game, obviously, because if you pick up a quest, it's matter of fact, if we can go down here. So if you end up picking up, side quests, they'll indicate above the description a time frame. So you do have time frames, but they're usually very long time frames. So most side quests are 1 to 2 seasons, 2 max, I think. Your challenges for the king, 5 seasons. So you do have a lot of time. Some of the story quests are years. So I think my Elwyn quest was like, 12 years, and then the Unigos was like 16 years or something. So it was a long time that you could take to complete a lot of the different quests. And then of course your chapter quests, I don't think they have an expiration on them at all. There's no time limit on those. However, you can't really advance in the game until you kind of complete these. So but yeah, it's definitely a really nice chill game to where you don't feel rushed. And it's really nice to have that type of a gameplay. Did I get all the boars here? I did? Yep. They're grayed out. What is next? We got foxes up here. There's some wolf up here. Let's go up here and see if we can find those wolf. I don't know that I've been that far up on the map. Well, I do need a drink, though. Luthien, I hope the map will be a little bit bigger, have cats, dogs, and rats, and it will be a little more stories. I love that they still update the game and listen to the player. Yeah, that's one thing that they've definitely done is listen to the player base. They may not be able to accommodate all of the suggestions when the player wants them accommodated. But they definitely do listen. You know, they used to, during the early access, they had several of the Q&A sessions to where they would answer a lot of the players' questions, you know, to keep everybody on pace with what was happening with the game. So yeah, they definitely do listen to the player base. But as far as the bigger map, I know during the early access period, they addressed the map size. And at that time, they basically said the map probably wouldn't get any bigger. But that was, God, that was over a year ago. So things may have changed in programming and design and stuff to where they may be able to you know, advance the map size or add a new map or something. I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos and streams that even if they don't expand the size of this valley, so this map, because this is what they talk about being the valley, this is your valley. Even if they don't expand the size of this map, being able to instance to a new map would be nice. So if you followed, you see some of these roads, they leave out of the valley, and if you follow this road, there's going to be a point to where it's going to kick you back into the player field, so to say. I've played games to where if you travel down this road, you could walk through, be like a portal, but it would instance you into a new map. So I don't know if they have the ability to do that yet or not, but I would even like to see that, because then it expands the travel base, you know, of the player and stuff. So especially with multiplayer, you know, maybe everybody has their own instanced area or something like that. I don't know how multiplayer is going to play. So I'm real curious as to see how that's going to work out. But I would like to see a bigger map, only because I've been playing the game for over 2 years now. I've seen every portion of this map. For me, it's time to see more map. But, you know, I'm not going to stop playing the game just because the map's not bigger yet, because they are still developing the game and they're still working on it. So I'm hopeful that they will listen to the player base and figure out some way to add more map. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. Oh, I'm running out of coffee. Alrighty, let's see. Baki, what do the King's challenges actually do except bigger Dynasty reward? One, there's something else to do in the game. So because they don't pop up every season, it takes a little bit longer for them to become available. The challenge is just that. It's a little bit harder to complete in essence, but it does give you a big time limit to acquire the items and stuff like that. But Dynasty Rep is just one of the rewards. Depending on your king type will depend on the types of rewards or penalties, because you can get penalties as well, because you have good kings, bad kings, and neutral kings. And I'm actually working on a guide about that. I do have a guide out about the basic king workings and the quest workings and stuff like that. Again, that's on my tips and tricks playlist. But I'm working on another one that is going to go through each of the available challenges, and it's going to kind of give you some help on how to complete them, because I've seen a lot of people talking about that they have a hard time completing the King's challenges. So look for that in the next couple of weeks. I know I've been talking about it for a few weeks now. It's with my schedule this time of year. It's just really hard for me to sit down and work on a lot of that. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get that video out, but it is coming. Would be more fun hunting with hounds. Yeah, I've mentioned that. It would be nice to actually tame animals, so not necessarily add new animals to the game. And granted, hounds would definitely be good. And they do have a king's quest to where the king is going to be hunting in your area and stuff, so hounds seems like a legitimate thing to add to the game. But being able to tame an animal, kind of like a Grizzly Adams, so to say. I mean, can you imagine taming a bear to go hunting? I mean, how awesome would that be? You know, and you would have to be able to, you'd have to maybe have its own shelter or something like that, you know, whatever. I don't know. But I think taming an animal would be kind of cool. Even like a wolf or a fox. If I tame a fox to go hunting, in my mind, that'd be pretty cool. Like you could tame the fox to go hunting like rabbit or the lynx or badgers or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, depending on the king type, improve or decrease villager mood, reduce taxes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you complete any king's challenge, you do reduce your taxes that you have to pay. And that stays until that king dies. So you can keep increasing that reduction. Alrighty, let's see. See if we can find some more animals to hunt. Am I loaded? Yes, I am loaded. I keep having to look to see if I'm loaded because it used to be if you didn't load all the way, you would have to deselect the weapon and then reload it again. Oh, we were headed up here. Yeah, to see if we could find those wolves that are supposed to be towards the edge of the map. It's raining out. My dirtiness should be going down. But I don't think that's a thing. You have to actually wash in the tub. There's a wolf right there. We just walked right up on him. Was that it? Was that the only one? No, there's still more. Let me look around before I go skinning that guy. No, I don't see any more. Let's go ahead and skin this guy up. Lisa, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a good day. John, thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a good day. Lisa, I hope Top Lips remains the same with fairness, quality of their games, and community interactions. I would have to say the track record so far is pretty good for that. I've been really happy, playing Top Lips games and recording those and stuff, and working with Goldie over there as far as answering questions and stuff for the community and everything. I think it's been really good. Maybe a neutral king could have a quest to expand the valley and make a road to the new area. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. You could actually do that's a good idea, Lisa, to where you could actually do a king's challenge to unlock access to a new area. Let's see. Wouldn't it be nice to tame a bear? Yes, a bear. Tame a bear. About a jail system, that would be great too. Yeah. So, like, you could actually, I guess, arrest the bandits or something. I mean, that would be neat. I don't know how that would work though. But yeah, it would definitely be neat to have some kind of a jail system. So like if you killed like the first 2 or 3 bandits or something, and then the last guy's like, nah, I give up. I don't want to die. I'll go to jail. But then that could possibly give you a new position or even a new building. And that says that there's still wolf out here. But I am not seeing it. Still in the same. We are still somewhat in the same area. Go to the map edge. Yeah, see, that's going to kick us back. Alright, so that's as far that way as we can go. Wait, oh, I see something. There he is down there. Oh, there's one to the left too. That guy. I saw one just over that hill there. Yep, right there. Oh, dang it. Are you kidding? Totally missed that. There we go. Got him that time. Any more? I don't see any more. Is that all of them on the map? Yeah, see, it's grayed out now, right there. Hard to see, but it's grayed out right there. Oh, a jail system if you get caught stealing. Oh. It accumulates to some point that you become wanted, like medieval Dynasty GTA or something. Yeah, I mean that could be. I think that would. I don't think that they're going to do that. They may do something to that effect later on, but there hasn't been a whole lot of request for that. Oh, there's some. Out, kitty. Oh, there they are. Walk right over them. Those are the 2 that I missed that wolf with. Yeah, it's just a dreary, nasty day. All foggy and crap. Here, Mr. Fox. Skin this up. We'll see what our points are at. Yeah, I think if it's raining out, my dirtiness level should be dropping at that point. Let's see. Skills, hunting. What were we at? 499 when we started or something. So we've gone up 250 points or something like that. Got a long ways to go. I feel like it's a long ways to go. This is why you want to do a lot of your hunting early on, so you can automate your villages and stuff, and then you can just spend time working on side quests or challenges, or even building or moving your villages, updating, decorating, things like that. That way you don't have to worry about maxing out your skills. Granted, I know early in the game you're wanting to do everything as fast as you can, but not really what you want to do. You want to take your time playing the game, enjoying the game. I know I got an arrow in it, but I don't Yep, it's still moving. Or is it oh, it's rolling. Yep, there's the blood spot. We'll see the next one. I don't know where it ran off to. I don't see another blood spot. The badger. I don't know why I missed that. Where'd he go? I'm losing these animals. Alright, let's find a different area. There's some wolf over here. Katie, I think it would be a cool quest idea for your own village to ask to hold a festival, and you have to build or craft or cook items for the festival day. To see some more life in your village. Yeah, I think that would be good as well. I would, because they've done some seasonal things. So like when they came out with the scarecrows. It was kind of a fall event kind of a thing to find the scarecrows and stuff like that. I think it would be neat to have festivals. So like each game-generated town would hold the festival itself. So it's not necessarily your villages, but that way you could go and there would be games and challenges that are only available during those festivities. I know there are other games that offer that kind of a thing. So like the Midsummer's Fair or something like that, and you know like ring toss, or maybe they could do like an archery contest or something. But something like that. I would like to see more of that rather than just another King's Challenge to where you're gathering items. I do like the idea of building something to where, you know, it's like, okay, you have to go and build this building or this festivity hut or something in, say, Gustovia or something. Oh, I saw him. There he is. Hiding behind that tree. Another one over there. There you go. 3 wolf down. Yeah, I would imagine the suggestions for the festivals have been made quite a few times, because I've seen them as well. But again, you can go over to the Toplit's Discord. They've got a suggestion area over there to where you can make suggestions for the different games that they have. If you've got ideas or something, definitely pop over there. Check the pinned messages at the top of the channel, because sometimes they want you to use a particular format for posting those suggestions or bug posts or whatever. And a lot of times all you have to do is copy and paste the proper format and then just add in your own text and descriptions and stuff. And then hit enter and it sends it in the right format. Let's see, did we get all of the fox or the wolf here? We did. Wyson over here. We'll see about getting a Wysant. It was a deer. I'm not even loaded. I'm sitting here running up on stuff and I don't even have a bolt in the chamber yet. I would imagine if there's going to be some type of festival or something that's implemented into the game, that it's probably going to come after the current roadmap. Load it up. Come on. And we're going to have to use a potion. Oh. Damn. Okay, we might have to use 2 potions. There we go. You stinking Wyson. I really should have shot him from farther away. Okie dokie. Let's get some food. Oh, I only got 1 water. And we'll take that last healing potion to top us off. And let's see. There we go. That way I can see that. And let's call the horse. It's getting dark. Alrighty, Hoss, let's head back to the house. Alrighty, folks, I think I am going to call this a stream for the day. I appreciate everybody joining us today, and I hope you have a good one, and we will see you on the next one. Make sure to click that like button if you guys enjoyed the stream today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Again, the links to my Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit are all in the description below. You can also find links to some of my other videos in the description, so feel free to go and check those out. And you folks take care and happy hunting.